Welcome to Senior Day here at Norton High School, where the Lancers will be taking on visiting Medway. And the first pitch of the game is in there for a strike. Number 16, Connor Lynch, on the mound for the Lancers today. That second pitch is hit down to third. Short backhands it, unable to get out of the glove in time to make the play. So, on the second pitch of the game, number 11 for Medway on base, Franton. He's the center fielder for Medway. That will bring up the left-hander, number 45. Right fielder Frada takes the first pitch high for ball one. As I mentioned, Senior Day here for the Lancers. There was a nice ceremony here celebrating some of the seniors on the squad this year. As Lynch looks over to first, holding Flata. There's a swing and a miss on the nice fastball. Taking a lead at first is Flata. Lynch looks over again. Goes towards the plate with the fastball. Grounded down softly to first base. Arts over to second. Handcuffs the second baseman or shortstop, who was covering a bit and unable to make the play there. So Lynch back on the mound, this time facing the lefty, number 4, right fielder Reynolds, or catcher Reynolds, I should say. Shows bunt, fouls that one back. So runners will be sent back to their bases now with the runner in scoring position on second. Catcher shows bunt, trying to advance both runners into scoring position here with no outs. Shows bunt again. He bare hands that down to first for the out. Both runners do advance down to second and third now. So with one out, 2 runners in scoring position. It's going to bring up number 3, Matt Childs, right-hander or Medway. That one's hit towards left field, high in the air, ranging back is Landers, unable to make the grab on that one, and 1 run is going to come in. Hits the cutoff man at second base. 1 run comes in there on the error by Landers. Substitute runner, oh nope, not a substitute, actually just taking off some equipment there, giving it to the coach. Back to the bag now. The runner has the glove now that's become popular for protecting hands on the head first slide. That one's in there off the wrist. So a hit by pitch sends the batter down to first base now. So we have the bases loaded here in the first inning. 1 run in so far for Medway. Eck comes out to have a quick word with starting pitcher Lynch. Now gets set. Looks in with the bases plugged. First pitch is a beautiful fastball by number 31 there, swinging. .31 is the first baseman for Medway. That's a ball inside. 1-1 now the count. Lynch taking his time on the mound. Looks in. That's a called strike. Beautiful pitch. Fastball across the belt high. One ball, 2 strikes here with 1 out. Lynch looks in and delivers a nice pitch there. So down on strikes is number 31. Forward K there for Connor Lynch. A big out here in the top of the first. Prevents any more runs from crossing the plate. So runners will be going now with 2 outs here. That one's just a bit high and outside there for ball 1. Number 15 Farrell up for Medway, fouls that one straight back. 1-1 now the count. None of the runners being held here with 2 outs. That one's fouled off. Gets behind the backstop, but safely rolls away on the grass. Time back in. Farrell waits on the pitch. Swings at that one for the strikeout. So after a bit of a rough start out of the gate there, 1 run across, but Lynch slams the door shut with 2 strikeouts to end the top of the first. We'll be back. The score here, 1 Medway, Norton nothing. Bottom of the first inning, first pitch is high. Good eye there, right out of the gate by Evan Lander, number 2. Right fielder for the Lancers. Second pitch. That one's called a ball. A little high there above the belt. So up quickly is Evan Lander. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch 3 called strike. So 2-1 now the count. Medway takes a early lead, 1-0 in the top of the first. That one's inside for ball 3. 31 Abrams, the right-hander on the mound for Medway. That one's a ball low and outside, so quite a few close pitches there, and great eye by Landers to earn the walk, and now he's on first base, and that brings up number 7 for the Lancers. Right-hander, center fielder Thomas Mulvaney. That one's high over the head. Back safely to first as Lander gave that one a thought. Center fielder looks out. That one's a bunt. He drops it down and it lands in front of the pitcher, able to make the play and gets him out at first. But Mulvaney gets the job done, advancing the runner down to second. So we now have a runner in scoring position. That brings up the starting pitcher for the Lancers, Connor Lynch. Looking to help his own cause here. Takes that one and dribbles it down towards third, over to first for the out. Lander forced to stay at second. So quickly 2 outs here in the top of the first after the leadoff runner gets on. That one's in there for a called strike. So runner on second base takes a sizable lead, not being held. That's a little taken off on that one in there for the called strike. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Runner takes the lead. That one's hit down towards third, foul ball. So Jason Soares at bat. Third baseman for the hometown Lancers. That one is hit up high towards second base. The shortstop ranging, gets underneath it, and that one drops in the sun. So good bit of fortune there for the Lancers here on senior day, as the high fly ball perfectly placed between the shortstop and left fielder. Would have been a difficult play for either one, but regardless, the first run of the game in for the Lancers, tying it here in the first inning, 1-1. Soares on first base. First pitch is a swinging strike. Soares with the lead, being held, goes over, and safely. Again, the sizable lead for Soares here at first. That's a fastball high. J.D. Arts grabs a bat. Hopes of seeing the plate this inning. That's a swing and a miss on the second strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man on first base, still being held by number 24. The off-speed pitch high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, even count here. Fouled straight back towards the high school and just short of the building. About a 12-foot bounce for that one, and right in front of the picnic tables. Soares takes the lead. That one's a swing and a miss. But the catcher able to get it, throws down to first for the third out of the inning. So after 1 here, we have a tie score as the Lancers get 1 across, and it's now 1-1. And we'll be back for the top of the second inning. Top of the second, Connor Lynch, first pitch in there, hit back to Lynch. Nice stab at that one, over to J.D. Arts at first base for the first out of the inning. So great play there at the mound by Connor Lynch on the defensive side of things. Helps conserve the arm there too with a single pitch for that out. Swing that one straight back by number 14, Harrigan, the second baseman for Medway. Connor Lynch had a very strong finish to the top of the first inning. That one's low and outside, gets behind Henry Eck, which is battery mate here, Norton High School. Games being brought to you today by Norton Media Center.org. Lynch a little high on that fastball. Jamison Hag bringing you all the exciting video here today from the high school on senior day. Timeout called. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Harrigan waits on the pitch from Lynch and fouls that one straight back. This time gets a hold of the fencing. Huge crowd here at the high school. That's a ball, the fastball a little bit high there. Some of the fans do not agree. That one's low for ball 4, so down to first base is the second baseman for Medway. That brings up the top of the order here for Medway. Franton at base as Lynch delivers a strike. That one's in there. Nice pitch. See that one dip down a bit on the batter. Nice movement. 14 meanwhile takes a lead. Lynch looks over. Arts holding. That's a swing and a miss there. Another nice fastball by Lynch. So ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Looks over to first. That one's outside for a ball. First ball of the at-bat, 2 strikes. Lynch again. Paying some attention to Harrigan over at first. He goes this time. The throw is not going to be in time. Backed up nicely by the shortstop there. Prevents a potential extra bag there for Medway. Tetrol today over at shortstop. Lynch delivers that one. That's hit down towards second base. Nice play ranging to his left over to first to Arts for the final out of the inning, and no runs across, so we'll finish here with the score tied 1-1. First pitch, bottom of the second inning is low for ball 1. Abrams again on the mound for Medway here in a 1-1 game. At bat is the second baseman, Jack Nile, left-hander. That one's hit towards left field, but right there to make the play is the left fielder. So a nice shot off the bat, but positioned well is the left fielder from Medway for the first out of the inning. Brings up the first baseman, J.D. Arts. Left-handed power hitter for the Lancers. Takes a strike there. Looked a little high in the zone, but called strike. That's a ball. So 1-1 now the count to J.D. Arts, number 13. That one's hit towards center field. Another high shot. We'll be fighting off the sun on this one as well. The center fielder is able to hold on at the last second there. So nice play by the center fielder of Medway there, ranging to his right. Sun is certainly a factor. So good play there and a nice hit by Arts. That brings up number 14, Tetrol, the shortstop for Norton. Drew Harrigan, off-speed pitch there. Gets Tetrol on the swing. No balls, 1 strike, nobody on. That one's a ball high. Harrigan delivers. Foul straight back, so right on top of that one is Tetrol, but just under it. Tetrol waits on the pitch. Another off-speed pitch high, across the eyes, so that evens the count with second inning, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. That one's hit foul ball down towards third base. Tetrol here, last 2 swings just a tick off. Trying to line this one up. Morgan delivers. That one's fouled back again, straight back. So Tetrol stays alive in the at-bat. 2 outs, trying to get something started here in a tie ball game on senior day. As I mentioned, a big crowd here today at the high school. Normally is, but today even more so. And that one's called ball. So now we have a full count. The early estimate from our strike 3. Swing and a miss there. That ends the inning. So after 2, here at Norton High School, the score is Lancers 1, Medway 1. Top of the 3rd inning, Connor Lynch on the mound. Delivers a first pitch, fouled off, strike to number 4. Right fielder Reynolds. No balls, 1 strike, 3rd inning. 1-1 game, senior day. Norton Lancers in the field. Connor Lynch with the pitch. Ball outside. Just missed on that one. 1-1 now the count. Nice fastball there. Fouled back for strike 2. Lancers looking to advance into the playoffs with a victory here with some caveats. Two and 2 the count. That one's fouled off again, down towards 3rd. Soares makes an attempt, but too far out of range. So 2 balls, 2 strikes remains the count here. That's a ball. Full count now. Lynch fastball, that's a ball high. So consistent but small strike zone here today for the starting pitchers. The high strike, hard to come by so far. Matt Childs now, catcher. Lynch looks over towards first. Tries to keep Reynolds close. Goes home. Strike in there. First pitch. No balls. 1 strike. Lynch giving a hard look over to first. Art's on the bag. Holding. Steps out. That one's hit back again towards Lynch. Can't make the throw to second though. And so the Reynolds slides in safely. Down to first safely is number 3 for Medway. Brings up number 30, the DH Owens. So with no outs here, Medway able to advance the runner into scoring position. Takes the lead. Throws down to first, and a nice play there by Arts. Jumps up. Appeared to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 42 inches, but elevated enough to grab the ball for the out in the inning. First here in the 3rd. So a nice play by the first baseman. Runner held at 2nd and 3rd. DH still at bat. Takes a ball there. '31 actually at bat. The right-handed starting pitcher for Medway. Takes a ball low there on the fastball by Lynch. Runners hold at second and third. Can hear some crowd noise from the softball field next door here. Another ball low. Senior day as well for the girls varsity softball team. That's a called strike on the nice pitch at the belt there by Lynch. 3 balls now with 1 strike, 1 out, second and third. Runner takes off for home on the bunt. He lays that down just out of the reach of Lynch on the mound. So the bunt is successful. Pitcher helping out his own cause here with the bunt just out of reach of Lynch. So the runner safe at first, as well as the run crossing the plate. Makes the score here now 2-1 with 1 out here in the third inning. One of the caveats for the Lancers making it into the tournament is a victory is not only needed here, but according to the coach, the run has to be 5 runs or more in order for the Lancers to qualify. So at this point, another run is in, and the Lancers fall behind 3-1. Runners at second base. That one's a called strike by Lynch. Nice pitch there. Runner stays at second. 1 out here. That one's hit towards second. Played cleanly over to first for the out. Runner moves to third. Number 24 steps to the plate for Medway. Takes a first pitch strike. Fastball. That one's in there for a ball high. Franton at bat for Medway. Bring home the runner from third. Lynch, of course, trying to prevent that. That one's a bit low and outside for the ball. The count now with 2 outs is 2 balls, 1 strike. Franton at bat. Center fielder for Medway looks out. That one's fouled off. Hits the ground and off the back of the calf. Seems to be okay. Evens out the count here. 2-2-2 across the board. Strike 3. So, great fastball again by Lynch. Takes out number 24 for Medway. 2 do cross the plate, however, and put the visiting Medway varsity squad up 3-1 as we head into the bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the third inning, 3-1 game. First pitch swung on and fouled back off the face mask of the home plate ump. Henriette, the catcher, at bat. Ball high. 1-1 now the count. Had been a bit cloudy here earlier. That one's hit sharply to left field, high, and underneath it is the left fielder. Fights off the sun to make the play. So on a nice hit, the first out of the inning, made by the catcher Henry Eck, brings up the top of the lineup with Evan Lander, the right fielder for the Lancers. A lot of noise with the communication among the Medway players and coaches. That one's a ball low in the dirt. The crowd size estimates by our cameraman here are about 120 in attendance. Jamison Haig with the numbers. Evan Lander at bat, takes a ball high. 2 balls now. 1 out, nobody on. Ball outside on the fastball. Abrams on the hill today for Medway. Held the Lancers so far to 1 run. That one's a called strike on Lander. Now the count 3 balls, 1 strike. That one's just a bit low, below the knee. Ball 4, so with 1 out here, Lander, the speedster, on first base. Mulvaney goes down to the third base coach to discuss options here with a runner on first and 1 out. No doubt discussing bunt options to advance the runner. Medway takes the opportunity to meet up on the mound. Time back in here. That's a ball low. Outside in the dirt there for ball 1. Lander takes the big lead. No look, he takes off. That one's low. The catcher unleashes. That one's over the head of the second baseman, but the shortstop makes the play to cut it off. Holding Lander at second, so the nice steal there gets the Lancers into scoring position with 1 out. 2 balls here, no strikes. Mulvaney at bat. Foul straight back. The sun now, as I was starting to say, putting some shadows here on the field. That one's a ball low and inside. So Abrams behind in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Mulvaney takes ball 4 and heads down to first base. So Lancers now have 2 runners on, behind 2. 1 out, brings up Connor Lynch, the Lancers starting pitcher, right-hander, looking to drive home a run or 2. In my last broadcast here at Norton High School with the varsity team, Lynch drove 1 for a home run over the left field fence. It was a shot of the year for sure. Hoping to do the same here. That one dribbles off to the left, though. Down towards third base. Handled cleanly by the coach and back to the pitcher. Count now 1-1 with 1 out. Lynch hits that one. Nubs it off the end of the bat towards second. A little bit of a tough play, but over to first in time to get Lynch. Effectively serves as a bunt, though, as both runners able to advance now with runners on a second and third. Jason Soares steps to the plate. Third baseman hits that one foul down the first baseline, out of play. Back to first, back to second goes Mulvaney. That one's in there for a called strike. That one's a ball high. Makes the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Fouled off, third baseline. Good mix of fans in the crowd today. Looks like we have some parents and siblings, grandparents, pets. Ball high to the backstop. Takes off at third and gets in there safely. More importantly, Landers crosses the plate safely, and that makes it a 1-run game now. Here it's 3-2. Medway keeps the lead, but the Lancers advancing. Runner on third base. 2-2 the count. That one's a ball outside. Good eye there by Norton. Eck hits that one into the... Sorry, not Eck. That one skied out. That one's Jason Soares, and that was a pop fly to the third baseman for the out. But the Lancers able to get 1 run here in the 3rd inning. Make this a 1-run game. 3-2. Top of the 4th inning. Connor Lynch, first pitch, fastball, strike in there. So, facing the second baseman, Harrigan for Medway. Gets ahead in the count. That one's hit, knocked down with the glove over to second. Tries to make the play, but cannot. So Lynch able to get the leather out to knock it down. Gets to the second baseman, Jack Nile, but tough play there, and 14 able to get on to first base safely. Brings up number 21 for the Medway squad. That's a ball low and outside. Harrigan takes the lead, takes off for second base. The throw, pretty good throw, but just a bit late there. Niho applies the tag, but in safely is Harrigan. Count here is 1-1. Huge fastball there by Lynch. Way late on that was the Medway batter. Another fastball, another swing and a miss. So number 11 goes down on strikes. 2 consecutive heaters by Lynch. Sends Medway back to the dugout. Runner remains at third base. That's a ball, a little bit low on that one. 45, Nolan Flotta at bat. Left fielder for Medway. Lynch delivers. That one's a called strike. Fastball down the middle. 1 ball now, 1 strike here with 1 out in the 4th inning. Sun didn't last too long here. Fouled straight back. Flotta on top of that one. As is usually the case, there's a moderate wind blowing, coming in 1st to 3rd. Hasn't seemed to impact the game very much here today. That one's fouled straight back. And on a single hop, hits the glass of the Norton High School. No damage. That one's hit towards right field. Landers underneath it. Gets a good jump on the ball. Goes home. Oh, not. Nice play there by Lander on the catch. Had the nice head of steam coming in. Throws to first, but not in time. And the run comes in, making it now 4-2 in the 4th inning. Ooh, the right fielder hits that one down to short base, makes the play, and over to first is Tetrault. So that ends the inning on the nice play by Tetrault at short. 1 run in. The score now, Medway 4, Norton Lancers 2. Number 31 returns to the mound for Medway here in a 4-2 game. First pitch is fouled off down the 3rd baseline. Skies suddenly becoming a little threatening here at the field. The wind has certainly picked up. Again, still going 1st to 3rd. Battening down the hatches here at Norton High School. That one's high. The ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here. No outs. That one's high over the head. The right-hander. Abram looks in, delivers. That's a ball low. Good eye there by Fitzroy. That's a ball. So Ryan Fitzroy, number 8, able to earn the walk. Makes his way down to first base. So important runner here as the Lancers are down 2 runs in the 4th. Jack Nile at bat. Fitzroy takes the lead. That's a swing and a strike by Nile. Ryan Fitzroy, that one's hit towards short. Makes the play over to second, over to first, not in time, safe at first. So good hustle there by Nihil, breaks up the double play. Medway does get the lead runner, however, at second. The first out of the inning, that's going to bring up the first baseman, J.D. Arts, right-hander. Lancers need 7 runs here in order to qualify for the dance. That is a shot to right, very high in the air, but underneath it is the right fielder and makes the play. So big hit off the bat of Arts, but right into the glove of the right fielder for Medway. So quickly now we have 2 outs. Nihil still at first. Tetrault steps to the plate. He goes over to first and back safely is Jack. Soares taking a little extra swings here. That one's high. Nice plate patience there by Tetrault. Abrams looks over to first. Nihil takes the lead but goes home, and that's a swing and a strike by Tetrault. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4th inning. Nihil stays on the ball. Back to first. In there for a called strike. For the most part, Abrams has been in control here. Takes off for second base, does Jack Nihil, but it is a swinging strike. So the hit and run in play, but a strikeout ends the inning here with the score for Medway, 2 Lancers. Connor Lynch, top of the 5th, first pitch, fastball low. At bat number 3 for Medway here in the 5th. Things starting to get a little tight here timing-wise for Norton. Still needing 7 runs to qualify for the dance. Number 3 spins out of the way. That's a called strike. Childs, the catcher at bat. That one's off the elbow for the hit by pitch. So the first batter of the inning will get to first safely. That brings up the designated hitter. Lynch looking over. Childs at first. So the DH, number 30, Owens at bat. He takes off for second base. The throw. Late getting it out of the mitt there, down to Nihil. So the runner slides in there safe. Ooh, that's a swing and a miss there. DH, a big cut, but Lynch. Few MPHs too fast for him. Runner stays at second. Being held by Nihil. Scoots off the bag. That's a ball low and outside. As the clouds roll in here, we're hoping to get this one in before any rain potentially wraps this one up early. DH hits it too short and into left field. Runner advances down to third base. So the DH with the hit now with no outs. Hey, we have runners on the corners. Brings up the starting pitcher, number 31, right-hander Abrams. Timeout has been called here. Coach will be catching up with the batter and give some instruction, as well as the DH coming out for a substitute runner. So number 1, McCallum, comes in for Medway. McCallum, the new runner, at first base here with no outs. Lynch steps off the mound. Runner edges back towards first, but not all the way. Lynch again looks over, maintains the sizable lead, and takes off for second base. The throw. Holds on to that one, so no throw made. Runner on third base. So a smart play there by Henry Eck not to throw that one. Meanwhile, we have a ball high. Lynch looking in at number 31, Abrams. That's a called strike across the knees. Nice pitch there by Lynch. Facing his fellow starting pitcher. Ball high and outside. 31 stays alive. We now have 2 balls, 1 strike, second and third, no outs. Ball again low and outside, earns the walk here, so that's going to load the bases in the 5th inning. Farrell steps to the plate now. Number 15. That one is a high fly ball in the infield underneath it. Calling off his teammates is Jack Niles. So the first out of the inning. The high fly ball. Number 24 for Medway steps to the plate. Franton, first baseman, takes off for home, and that one's fouled back. Looks like the runner might have taken off on his own accord there. Third base coach seemed a bit surprised. It was a swinging strike, so not sure if the hit and run was on, but Lynch delivers. That one's down to short, makes the play. Double play there. So a great play by the infield trio of Tetrault, Nihil, and Arts. Gets the double play to wrap up that inning, maintaining a 2-run deficit. So we'll return here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Lancers at bat. Bottom of the 5th inning, first pitch swung on and fouled off to the third base side. At bat, number 20, Henry Eck, the catcher for the Norton Lancers. Sky still looks a bit threatening here, but Lancers looking to do some damage. That's a ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss there. Nice pitch. Henry Eck had a nice season for the Lancers here behind the plate. Great player for Norton. That one's hit towards the gap in center left. That one's going to land in there and rolls to the fence. And he's going to be in there for the leadoff double. Henry Eck with a on cue, beautiful hit to the fence in left center. So starts the inning with the runner in scoring position. Looks like it may be time for a pitching change for Medway. So we will leave the action and return with number 2, Evan Lander at bat next. So the new pitcher, left-hander delivers, and that one's fouled off to the left there by Lander. Number 11 enters the game for Medway on the mound. As I said, the left-hander looks back at Ack on second base. The bunt is dropped down and over to third base safely. So Eck safe at third, Lander safe at first on the beautifully executed bunt. So with no outs here in the fifth inning, Lancers now have runners at first and third. That brings up Thomas Mulvaney, the center fielder. Big lead at first. That one skied straight up in fair territory, and first baseman moves in to make the play for the first out of the inning. Runners held at first and third. Starting pitcher Connor Lynch up. I'm sorry, this is, yes, Connor Lynch. Ball low across the shoe tops there by the lefty. Mulvaney being held at first. Lefty goes, the throw down. Good throw, but too high. Again, backed up nicely by the shortstop. Runners now at second and third. So Lynch looking at two runners in scoring position, which would tie up the game here. Ooh, that one's fouled back. Just missed it. He knows it. Straight back. Just a hair under that one. Ball high. 2 balls. 1 strike. 1 out, runners on second and third. 2-run game. Connor Lynch at bat. Takes the ball high. Great eye there shown by Connor Lynch. Tough to take that one. Makes the count full here. 3-2. And the pitch. High, ball 4. So Lynch with the hard-earned walk gets down to first base, loading them up for Norton Lancers, number 4. Swung on and hit straight back off the safe and secure glass facade of the Norton High School here. That's a ball outside. Runners take the lead. Pitcher's set. That one's hit out towards the gap in a right center field. The right fielder underneath it makes the play. Goes home, but the runner on third stayed. So Ryan Fitzroy, the left fielder, steps up to the plate. Looking to get something going here with bases. That's a good eye by Fitzroy. My son Michael's favorite name on the Norton Lancer varsity squad. Ryan Fitzroy, another swing and a miss. One and one, the count. Swing and a miss there. High fastball by the lefty, gets by Fitzroy. So he's going to be feeling the pressure now with bases loaded and 2 outs, 2 strikes. Reaches for the pitch outside and low for strike 3. So that ends the 5th inning. We'll head to the top of the 6th with the score here. Medway 4, Norton 2.
Mike, you want to tap that after that? Yep, you're good.
6th inning now. We have 2 balls, no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes here. That one low and outside, so Connor Lynch returning to the mound for the 6th here. Down 4-2. Ball 4. So leadoff batter on base. Pitcher number 4. Fastball low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lynch, that one's in there for a strike, and that is called 3rd strike. So Lynch able to sit down the opposing pitcher from Medway. That gives the 2nd out of the inning here, so no one on base. 2 outs, 6th inning. Connor Lynch looking in at number 45, the right-handed batter who takes a strike looking. Nolan Flota, the batter. That one's hit down towards short, cut off by Tetron, throws it, unable to make the play is Arts. Arts made a valiant effort to get over to that one. Tetron made a nice play, but the throw is just a bit off, so 45. Flota on base. Brings up right fielder. Number 4, Reynolds. That's a ball high. Lynch looks over. Runner stays. That's a ball inside and low. That's a ball just low there. So tough call on Lynch, but ball 4, runner down to first base. Norton crowd didn't like that call very much here. That's a ball. First pitch ball. At bat for Medway, number 30, the D. The 6th inning. Lynch, a ball low. Don't see up here. Lynch looks in. That is a swing and followed back by the DH. Lynch trying to keep this a 2-run game. 4-2 here. Bases loaded. Designated hitter at bat. That one's hit into right field. He is safe. Just beats the tag. So the ball hit into right field. Throw to the cutoff man to home plate. Just a second behind. So the runner able to slide in safely. Beats the tag. 2 runs cross the plate. The score now is 6-2 in the 6th inning. Coach O'Brien will be heading to the mound. And we will have a pitching change. We'll return in just a minute. New pitcher is the former first baseman, J.D. Arts, number 13. A beautiful pickoff move there. Now we have some problems. Lynch fortunately goes to second base, allowing the runner in from third. That run will count as it was prior to the out being tagged. So we'll leave the top of the 6th inning here with the score 7-2 Medway. Number 1, Jack Nihill, left-hander at bat for the Norton Lancers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's now a 5-run game as Medway was able to push 3 runs across the plate last inning. No balls, 1 strike here on Niall. Takes the ball high. That's another ball low in the dirt. So 2 balls, 1 strike here. The lefty delivers. That one's inside for the ball. Niall backs up a bit there. The inside ball. Unable to hold off on that one is Niles, so the ump calls the strike. Did appear to break the wrist there. So full count now. Nihil, another swing and a miss there for the out. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. So the former first baseman, now pitcher, J.D. Arts, left-hander at bat, takes the off-speed pitch for a strike. No balls, one strike, one out here. That's a called strike in there at the knees, so 0-2 the count. Arts the batter. 7-2 the score. That one, just able to get a piece of that one there on the end of the bat. I think I heard the tick from here. So managing to stay alive in the at-bat is Henry Eck with the slight foul ball here. Takes that one and lifts it towards third base. High on a play. Runs into the fencing here in the attempt to make the play. Coach was yelling that he had room, but ran out very quickly there. So Art stays alive in the at-bat. No balls, 2 strikes. Art steps back in. That one's hit towards the pitcher. Gets the glove out there, makes the play, and a throw to first in time for the second out of the inning here in the 6th. Tetrault will be the next batter for the Lancers, the shortstop. He's made a few nice plays here today. Tetrault hits that one. Foul ball. Sharply hit ball down the left field line, but foul by a foot. So the result is a strike. No balls. 1 strike here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Five-run deficit here for the Lancers. Down to 4 outs. That one is fouled back off the helmet faceplate of the catcher. Ump asks for the ball. Going to give the catcher a second there to shake it off a bit. Thoughtful play there by the ump. Fastball high. Heard the snap on that one in the catcher's glove. That one's low. Swung behind the catcher, though. Takes off at first base, and he's going to get there safely. So, hey, doesn't matter how we get there. We have a runner on first. So, Tetrault has some good speed now. That's going to bring up Henry Eck, the catcher. Tetrault takes a lead at first base. Lefty looks over but goes home, and there's swing and a miss there by the catcher. Another swing and a miss there by the Norton Lancer. X steps back into the box here with 2 strikes. Tetrol takes the lead at first. And the pitcher delivers. Another swing and a miss for the strikeout that ends the inning with the score here, 7 Medway, 2 Norton. JD Art's first pitch of the 7th inning is a strike, a low pitch there, but going on it is the starting pitcher for Medway, number 31. Arts with the off-speed pitch. Abram hits it down to shortstop, and Tetrol cannot make the play. So E6. Looks like we'll be able to get this one in full here, but the skies remain threatening. But not as threatening as Medway has been today. So 5 runs down. JD Arts on the mound. Trying to do everything we can to keep it within range in the last inning of the game. Abram takes the lead. Arts looks over but goes home. That's a bunt. Dropped down nicely, as we've seen many today. Arts scoops it up, throws over to first. Winch and Arts have switched positions here in the last inning. Runner now on second base with 1 out. 7-2. First baseman, number 24, at bat for the Medway Varsity squad. That's a ball low. That one's high. So Art's on the mound now, relieving Lynch. Behind in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Here with 1 out. Arts looks in. Called strike there across the knees. Beautiful pitch by JD Arts. That one's hit hard into center field. That drops in there. He's going to take off a second, but he's held at first. And the runner at third, Abrams, also held. So on the hard hit ball to center field, runners advanced, but none score. The score is still 7-2 with 1 out. Now with runners at the corners. JD Arts on the mound, the left-hander. First pitch here is a hit ball into center field. Again, drops in there. Makes the play on the bounce. Another run in for Medway. So Harrigan with the hit starts to break this one wide open. The score now 8-2. Medway now with runners at first and second. Number 11, the pitcher for Medway, takes a ball low. Crowd disappointed here as Medway advances the lead a bit. That one's hit down to Tetralt, over to second, over to first, not in time. Coaches hold the runner at third base. So on the put out by Tetrault at second. Nihil to first to the left of Lynch, so runner at first is safe. Again, that puts runners on the corners. 2 outs here. Number 45 at bats. That's a ball. Runner takes off for home, and he is in there safely for the 9th run of the game. So 9-2 now the score. Medway ahead. Runner on second. 45 at bat. Swing and a miss. Runner stays at second. .45 Flota, the batter. He's had a nice game to this point. J.D. Yards drops in a beautiful off-speed pitch there for the strike. Runner stays at second. This one's kind of golfed out to right field, and underneath it for the final out is Evan Lander. Couple more runs do cross the plate, however, extends the lead for Medway, and Norton will have the last shot here in the bottom of the 7th inning with the score 9-2. Back here at Norton High School for the bottom of the 7th inning. Evan Lander at bat takes the first pitch, ball low. Lancers with a uphill climb here, trying to overcome a 7-run deficit in the bottom of the 7th. That one's fouled off left. Out of play. Medway in the classic positions in the field. That one is swung on and fouled straight back by Lander on top of that one, but again, just under the left-hander. Number 11 still on the mound for Medway, trying to close things out here. Called strike. So the first out of the 7th inning comes via the K. Backwards K. Brings up number 12 for the Lancers. A left-hander with 1 out. So that's the first strike of the at-bat. Medway players trying to let the ump know that they thought it hit the bat. He says, no thank you. Called ball, 1-1 now. 2-1. That's a strike in there at the knees, so evens out the count. It's now 2-2 with 1 out. Fouled back onto the roof of Norton High School here. Two and two the count. Off-speed pitch in there for a called strike. Beautiful curveball, just hits the corner there. So we are down to the final out of the game, and the starting pitcher steps in the box. Connor Lynch now trying to avoid being the final out. here on senior day at Norton High School. That's a swing and a miss. So it looks like the beautiful start with the ceremony to senior day will end differently here, unless Connor Lynch is able to put something together, but quickly down and no balls.